can't remember. I'm telling you, my memory these days. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do a 45-minute saver class. So we're gonna fit a bunch of stuff in. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently than we typically do. So I'm gonna group like 4 exercises together, and then we'll do them 3 times each. So we'll get your heart rate up, but then we can fit more stuff in. I'm gonna wear my ballas on my wrist to start, and then if I remember, I'll switch them to my ankles, but usually I forget, so we'll see. And then I've got a booty band. I also have this band. It's a little bit stretchier, so when we do some arm work, I might use this one just because my heavy booty band kills my arms. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel. And then we'll start in like 30 more seconds. So hop on, get all your stuff ready, get your area ready, and we'll do it. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. Let's stand up, find your space, and then let's just start to move. Let's just start to breathe. So you're gonna stand with your feet about hips distance apart. Your feet can be parallel, and then we'll inhale, reach those arms all the way up. Let your shoulders unshrug down away from your ears. And then as you exhale, you're gonna round your spine, scoop your belly, let your head go all the way down to the ground, nice and heavy. Take a big inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, we're just gonna scoop that belly to restock that spine. Bring those arms back up with you, and then go ahead and lower those arms down by your sides. Do that again. Inhale, reach those arms up. Shoulders stay anchored. Pull into your belly, so connect with that core. Round your spine all the way down to the ground. Let your back stretch. Let the back of your legs stretch. Inhale. Exhale, scoop that belly. Rebuild your spine. Come right back up. Energy up through those fingertips, and then lower those arms by your sides. One more time. Inhale, reach those arms up. And then exhale, hollow out. Let everything hang. Draw that belly button up and into your back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, press down through those heels so you feel those glutes fire up. Reach up, get taller, and then press those arms down by your sides. So we're gonna start with a little cardio, you guys. Here we go. Jumping jacks. Go ahead and just jump out and in. With your arms, I want you to feel like you're doing a little bit of a shoulder press. You're gonna reach up and then pull your elbows down, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your chest, stay light on those feet. Think about moving with control, even though you're moving a little bit quicker. Shoulders out of ears. We're here for about 15 more seconds. Draw that navel in and up. Don't forget about your powerhouse. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go into a little plank walkout, so arms reach up. Exhale, round your spine to the ground. Walk out into your plank. Hold it just for a beat, lengthen out, and then scoop your belly, round your spine. Roll yourself back up, 1 vertebra at a time. Woo! Reach those arms up, and then go right back down. Hollow out that belly. Walk out into your plank. Keep your hips lifted. Press the ground away. Draw that navel in and up. Inhale, exhale, scoop your belly, round your back. Walk all the way back to your feet. And then scoop, round, right back up to standing. Let's keep going. About 15 more seconds here, so we might have time to do 2 more. Reach back through your heels. Reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhale, round your back, lift your hips. Walk your hands back. And then right back up. Last time, round it forward. Walk out into your plank. Lengthen out your spine. And then round your back. Walk your hands all the way in. Round your back up to the ceiling. Let's go into those booty kickers. So you can keep your arms moving like you're running. Heels come up. You're trying to kick your own booty. If you want to bring your arms to genie or out in front of you, you can. Shoulders down. Again, nice energy here. Lift up through that navel, lift that chest, relax those shoulders. So we're going high intensity, low intensity, back to high intensity, back to low intensity. We got 1 more move to go after this. Lift that heart, you guys, you got this. Woo, light on those feet. Working from your center, even when we do our high intensity, you are in control. Last 10 seconds. Keep on breathing, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna find a plank. I'm gonna be on my knees today. So on your knees or on your toes, press your hips forward so you're in one straight line. You're gonna go into that push-up. Elbows narrow, bend your elbows. Exhale, press right back up. So a little tricep push-up. Think of gazing slightly ahead of you so that your neck is in line with your spine. You're not craning that neck. Open up your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And then keep that belly button pulled in, away from your waistband. So remember, everything lowers together. Everything lifts together. You keep that booty squeezed, making sure you're not dumping this into your lower back. No need to go super fast here. This is your low intensity move. Breathe through it, you guys. Let's go for 5. Last 4. Squeeze those inner thighs. If you're up on your toes, make sure your hips are not sinking. For 3. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press for 2. Elbows narrow. Last one here. And then we do it all from the top. Second set, jumping jacks. Let's go. Press up and then pull your elbows down. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Light on those feet. Shoulders out of ears. Draw that navel in and up. Breathe through it, you guys. Try to keep your breath nice and controlled. Don't hyperventilate. In through your nose, out through your mouth. We got this. Whew. All right, we got about 15 more seconds. Keep it up. Remember, you can take out the jump and you can just do those little toe taps out to the sides and then back in. But let's keep those arms moving for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into that plank walk out. Let's reach those arms up. Exhale, round forward. Walk out into your plank. It doesn't have to be quick. Lengthen out your spine. Inhale, exhale, scoop your belly, round your back. Walk all the way back to your feet. And then rise back up. Lengthen, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, dive back down. Walk out into that plank. Reach your heels back, reach your head forward, get longer. Scoop, hollow out your belly around your back to the ceiling. Walk it back. And then scoop that belly to restock that spine. Keep it going, you guys. Again, you don't have to move super quick. You want to be in control. You do not want to be frantic. And you still want to feel how much you are moving from your center, how much you are connecting that core. Okay, let's do one more here. Round it up. Right back down, hollow out. Walk it out. Inhale, exhale, scoop around your spine up. Walk it all the way back. And then restock your spine. Second set of those booty kickers. Heels to tush. Lift that chest. Draw that navel in and up. So again, light on your feet. Upright your spine. Make sure you're not leaning forward. Draw those ribs together. Whatever you want to do with your arms. If you want to do that running motion, go for it. If you want your arms in genie or out in front of you, those are your options as well. We got this. Whew. Keep on breathing. Feels good to move. Happy Friday, you guys. Let's go 10 more seconds here. Maybe you pick up the pace. Make sure you do not start to lean forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe through it. Awesome job, you guys. Let's go back into that push-up. Knees or toes, your choice. Lengthen out your spine, gaze slightly ahead, elbows narrow, everything lowers together. Exhale, everything comes up together. So if you're on your toes especially, make sure that your hips are staying in line with those shoulders. Typically the hips will start to dip and you'll start to feel your lower back. If that's the case and you're on your toes, come onto your knees. You're good. A little tuck of that tailbone, a little squeeze of that booty. Draw that belly button away from that waistband. Lengthen out your neck. Open up your chest. Collarbones are nice and wide. We go for 5. Last 4. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. For 3. Last 2. Shoulders out of ears. Last one. Okay, you guys, we got one more set of that whole thing. Come back up. Let's go. Jumping jacks. Last time here. Whew. So now that you're a little bit warmer, check in with your body. Notice if you feel a little bit more connected to that center. Make your movements a little more intentional. And then just really collect yourself Find your breath. Even though your heart rate's going up, you don't have to start hyperventilating, right? In through your nose, out through your mouth. Awesome job, you guys. We got 15 more seconds here. Let's keep it up. Shoulders stay out of those ears. Collarbones are smiling. Hang on to it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time we got those plank walkouts. Reach up. Exhale, round it forward. Walk it on out. Lengthen. Scoop your belly, lift up. Walk all the way back. And then rise back up. Ground through your heels. Reach up through your fingers. Exhale, hollow your belly, round down. Walk it up. Lengthen. Scoop, round it up. Walk it all the way back. And then press into your heels. Squeeze your booty. Restack your spine. Let's go just 2 more times here. Lengthen it out. Draw that navel up. And then walk it back. Nice and controlled. Do not let your hips go side to side. Let's do one more. Round it forward. Walk it up. Lengthen. And then scoop it up. Walk it all the way back. And right back up to the ceiling. Last time, booty kickers. Let's go for it. Heels to booty. Chest lifted. You want to press your hip bones forward. So again, you're not hunching. You're not letting your booty dip back. Try to upright your spine. Whew. Maybe keep those arms moving. Get a little bit of that pumping motion. Find a little bit more speed. We got this, you guys. Belly button in and up. Again, moving from your center. 15 seconds to go. Then we got one more set of those push-ups. Hang on. You got it. All right, you are just here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come onto those knees. Last time. Push-ups. Elbows narrow. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press it up. So if you're on your knees, you want to press your hips forward. So from your knees to your head, you're one straight line. Little tuck of that tailbone. You're squeezing your tush. Your belly button is lifting away from the ground. No arching of that back. Zip those ribs together. If you're on your toes, make sure again your booty's not dipping. Again, you're not putting this into that lumbar spine. Let's go for 4. Gaze slightly ahead of you for 3. Shoulders out of ears. 2 more. Last one here. Press it up. Give yourself a quick stretch. Reach that booty back. Reach those arms forward. Little child's pose. Towel off if you're sweaty. Hopefully you are. And then we're going to go ahead and grab that band. Okay. A little bit of standing work here. We're still going to go circuit style. Heels together, toes apart. I'm going to have that band around my wrists. If you also want to hold light weights or if you're wearing your ballas, go for it. So keep your heels connected. Elbows are bent. You're going to exhale. Reach your arms out in front of you. As you lift your heels, you're coming onto your tippy toes. And then inhale, lower your heels. Bend your elbows right back in by your sides. Press through all 10 toes. Make sure that you're not separating those heels as they lift into releve. You're keeping those heels squeezed together. You're squeezing your booty. You're not just working your ankles or your calves. And then keep a little stretch on that band, you guys. You're pressing out into it. You want to make sure your shoulder blades are squeezed together and down your back. As your arms reach forward, careful not to hunch your shoulders forward. Keep those collarbones smiling wide. Let's go for 3 more. Exhale, squeeze that tush. Zipper those inner thighs. Lift those heels. Last 2, shoulders out of ears. Okay, we're gonna hold this last one. Heels stay lifted. Arms are out in front of you. You're gonna pulse out into that band. Little squeeze out. Again, squeeze your shoulder blades together and draw them down your back. Open that chest. Keep those collarbones wide. Pressing out with your shoulders. Keep them out of your ears. Okay, let's go 5. Draw that navel in. Don't forget your belly. Knit those ribs. For 2, hold that squeeze out on 1. Now you're going to keep your arms out there. Keep that squeeze. Bend your knees. Come into your little plie. And then keep your arms where they are. Just straighten those legs. Zipper those thighs. Squeeze that booty. Inhale, bend so your heels are still lifted. All you're doing is bending your knees into that plie squat. And then rising back up. Heels stay together and high the whole time. Again, you're pressing into all 10 of your toes. Think about sliding your back straight down an imaginary wall, and then sliding right back up that same exact wall. You got this, you guys. Let's go for 5. Shoulders melt away from those ears. Do not start to let them hike up. Keep your chest open. 2 more. We got it. Okay, on this last one, we're gonna hold those knees bent. Stay down low, shoulders at ears. Reach your arms up. Make sure you're still pressing out into that band. Lower your arms in front of your chest. Arms reach up, shoulders stay out of ears. Arms lower right back down. Make sure as your arms go up, you're not flaring that rib cage. Make sure you're still knitting the ribs, keeping that connection to your center. Shoulders relax down your back. Ooh, lifting from that mid-back. Reach up. Knees are open wide. Reach those knees towards the corners of the room. Your heels are still high. They are still squeezed together. You're squeezing that booty. 2 more times here. Woo. Last one. Arms reach up. Lower them down. You're going to straighten your legs. Lower your heels. Bend your elbows. Second set of that whole thing. So as you serve your arms out, your heels come up, you squeeze your booty. As you bend your elbows, you lower your heels down. You connect with your core. Keep that belly button lifted, even as your heels lower down. Ribs together. Make sure that you're not flaring your rib cage, because that means you're arching your back. You want to keep that back nice and straight. You want to stay connected to your center. Use that booty, not just those ankles, not just those calves. So wrap those booty cheeks as those heels come up. Okay, guys, let's go for 4. Woo, we're going to hold those heels up in 3. Connection on the way down. Don't just drop the heels. 2 more. Find that control. Okay, hold your heels up on this last one. Arms reach out. You're going to pulse out into that band. Press out and out. Make your chest open a little bit wider. Collarbones smile. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Draw those shoulders out of those ears. We got this. Feeling that burn on the sides of those shoulder heads. My heels almost dropped. I almost lost my balance. Find your balance. Draw your belly button in and up. Grow taller through the crown of that head for 3, 2, hold it out on 1, and then from there, bend those knees. Keep pressing out into that band, and then straighten those legs. Sliding down that wall. Chest stays lifted. Sliding right back up that wall. My arms are starting to shake, you guys. Relax your shoulders. Typically that neck, those traps try to take over here. Take it out of your neck. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Squeeze those heels, keep them high. Again, equal weight on all 10 toes. Just for 3, belly button stays pulling upwards. For 2, ribs stay drawn together. Last one, hold it low at the bottom. Arms reach up, the shoulders stay down, and then they go right back down in front of your chest. Arms up and arms down. If you're wearing your ballas and you're not holding on to weights, squeeze your fingers together. Get that entire arm to work. And make sure, again, as your arms come up, you're not arching your back, you're not flaring your ribs. Let's go for 3. Chin stays off that chest, you guys. Gaze straight ahead for 2. Okay, last one. As your arms come down, straighten your legs, lower your heels, bend your elbows. One more time all the way through. Lift your heels, serve those arms out there. Lower your heels, bend your elbows in. Hopefully you guys are feeling your arms. I know I am feeling mine. Keep it up, you got this. Release those shoulders down that back. Relax your neck. If you need to release a little bit more, if your neck is really taking over, just skip the arm movement for a couple of reps. As soon as you can join back in without that neck taking over, do it. Let's go 4 more. Heels lift because you're squeezing your booty. You're not just working those calves. Woo. Okay, 2 more times here, you guys. Draw that navel in and up. Get taller. Last one. Heels stay lifted. They stay squeezed together. You're pressing out into that band. This is the last time we do this. Knit those ribs again. Draw that belly button inwards, upwards. Shoulders down. Neck long. Get a little bit taller. Press out a little bit wider for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that squeeze out. Bend those knees. And then exhale, slide right back up that imaginary wall. Your tailbone is heavy towards the ground. You're squeezing your booty, wrapping your inner thighs as you straighten your legs, sliding right back up that imaginary wall. Let's go for 4. Let your knees really open towards the corners of the room. For 3, think of peeling them open. Find that resistance. For 2. Okay, you guys, last time. Hold it at the bottom. Arms go up. Arms come down. Keep pressing out into that band. Don't lose that tension. Release your shoulders. Lift your chest. Close those ribs. 5. This is it here. We get to ditch that band for a while. In 3 more. Arms up. Last 2. Can you get a little bit lower? Last 1. Lower your arms. Straighten your legs. Lower those heels. Ditch that band. Great job, you guys. Let's go ahead and come down to our mat. You can towel off if you need to. If you need to grab a sip of water, go for it. We're going to transition a little bit here. So you're going to lie all the way down on your back. Let's do a little ab circuit. Come all the way down. So your first exercise here, we're going to lift those legs into tabletop. Tailbone stays heavy. Arms up to the ceiling. Lift your chest. Option to extend your legs, but make sure they're plugged into your belly. They're not hanging off of you. Option to keep those knees bent. Let's pump those arms for that 100. You inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, you want to feel like your belly button is melting a little bit deeper into your spine. I'm going to keep my legs out in that diagonal. But again, I'm pulling my legs into my belly. I'm keeping them plugged in to my powerhouse. Even as they start to get lower, my back does not arch. I feel like my legs are still pulling into my center. Let's go for 3. Exhale, try to really get that navel to melt into that spine. 2. Collarbones open wide. Last breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lie all the way down. We're going to go single leg teaser. So lift your chest. Lift just that right leg. Reach for your toes. And then lower back down with control. Let's switch. Left leg up. Lift the chest. Reach for those toes. Lower with control. So think when you lower back down, you're rolling through your spine, 1 vertebra at a time into that mat. Control it. Think about your leg as it lowers down. It gets longer. Reach your toes away from your head. So again, it's a little bit quicker. We're getting that heart rate up a little bit, but you're still in control. We're just alternating those legs. Ooh, I'm already shaking, you guys. Almost there. We got about 10 more seconds. Just make sure that you even it out. So let's do 1 more on the right side. 1 more on the left side. Open that chest. Lower all the way back down. And then from here, we're going to flip right over onto our hands and toes. Come into your plank. Right knee into your chest, step it back. Left knee into your chest, step it back. Nice, controlled mountain climber here. It doesn't have to be quick. Draw that belly button away from the ground. Stand nice and proud on those hands. Push the ground away from your chest. Gaze is at the top edge of your mat. Use your belly to pull those thighs in and in and in. If you want to pick up the pace, go for it, but make sure you're in control. Make sure you're not bouncing around. Let's go for 10. Whew. Last 5, breathe through. Even it out in 3, in 2, and 1. Come down just for a second. Take a quick child's pose. And then we're going to do that again, but this time, I'm going to switch my balls to my ankles. If you want to switch yours over too, go for it. See if it gives you a little different sensation. So second set, we're just doing 3 exercises in this circuit. Legs up into tabletop, arms up to the ceiling, unshrug your shoulders, lift your chest, start pumping for your 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So open those collarbones. You're pumping from your back. You're not just letting your arms flap around willy-nilly, right? Reach through those fingertips. Squeeze your armpits towards your pockets and spread those collarbones a little bit wider. Again, if you want to extend your legs, go for it. If you switched your balls to your ankles, you're going to feel like your belly's got to work a little bit harder to keep those legs connected. They do not hang off of you. You do not arch your back. We are just here for 10. Shoulders at ears. Big inhale, big exhale. Probably time for about one more breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Lower down. Legs are straight, arms reach back. Single leg teaser, control it. Lift that right leg, lift your chest. Reach for your toes. And then reach that leg further away from you as you roll back down. Switch. Left leg up, chest up, reach for your toes. And then unravel your spine, lower back down. So again, if you want to go faster, go for it. But make sure you're not just using momentum to come up. And make sure you're not just crashing into your mat. I want your belly to do the work. I want you to feel really connected to that powerhouse. Shoulders are relaxed out of your ears. And you're still keeping those collarbones open wide. So you got to get that back fired up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep those shoulder blades pinned down into your back pockets. Okay, we got 10 more seconds here. Maybe time for one more each leg. Reach those legs longer as they come down. Last one, make sure you're even on that left side. And then go ahead, flip right over. Come into your plank. Let's go into that mountain climber. So now you can really feel, if you switched your ballas, you're using your belly to tuck that knee in towards that chest. You scoop your belly away from the thigh to make space for that knee to come in. Keep those arms nice and strong, you guys. Press your chest away from the ground. Lengthen the back of your neck. Gaze slightly ahead of you. Let's go 10 more seconds. Hang on to it. You can slow it down. You can speed it up. Your choice. No bouncing though for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Just a quick child's pose before we do that whole thing. One more time through. Last set here. Lie down on your back. You got your hundreds. Legs either in tabletop or straight out in front of you. Start pumping. Collarbones wide. Heels squeezing. Squeeze your booty. Squeeze those inner thighs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Melt that belly button into that spine. Your lower back spreads out into that mat underneath you. Almost feel like your lower back is getting a stretch. And then if you want to try lowering those legs, go for it. But make sure you're still drawing those thighs towards that belly button, plugging those legs into that belly. 10 more seconds here. In for 5. Exhale for 5. Last breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower it down. Single leg teaser, right leg up. Chest up, reach for your toes. Lengthen your entire body as you lie back down. And switch, just alternating. Lower back down with control. Feel that little tuck of your pelvis, even as you lift your chest. Make sure you don't sit right up onto your sit bones, because then you're going to use your hip flexors rather than your belly to lift that leg. And then remember, you guys, you can always bend that knee towards your chest to modify. If your hip flexor is kicking in and you can't get it to release, try bending that knee. Try squeezing your booty a little bit more. Turn off the front of your thigh. Turn on the back of your leg. Okay, almost there. We got 2 more each side. Shoulders at ears. Collarbones smiling. Last one on the right. Exhale, lift, reach. Last one on the left. Reach, and then flip it over. Final set of these mountain climbers here. Come into your plank. Right knee in, left knee in. Draw that belly away from those thighs. Hang on to it, you guys. Neck nice and long. Gaze slightly ahead of you. Shoulders out of your ears. Lift those hips. Make sure your booty's not sinking. But make sure you're not in a downward facing dog. Don't lift your hips too high. Let's go for it. Last 10 seconds. Hang on here. We got it, you guys. If you want to speed it up, go for it for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick child's pose. Release any tension there. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put both of my ballas onto my right ankle. If you want to, you don't have to. And then I'm going to turn around so that you can see the leg that's working. We're going to lie down on our backs. We're going to start doing some booty work all the way down. Okay, so since we're working the right leg, it's actually the right foot that's going to stay on the floor for this first exercise. We're coming into a bridge. So your feet are hips distance apart to start. You're going to tuck your tailbone, lift up into your bridge. Let's do that a couple times just to feel that spinal articulation. Roll through your back, all the way down, and tuck those hips at the bottom. And then exhale, tuck that tailbone, roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Press into the back of your arms, press the back of your head into the mat, open your chest, lengthen your neck, and then articulate your spine, one vertebra at a time, melting into that mat. One last time, we're gonna roll up into that bridge. You're gonna hold this one up at the top. So again, we're working the right butt cheek. You gotta keep that right foot on the ground. Left leg to the ceiling. It should be the leg that doesn't have the ballas if you doubled them up on the right side. From here, you're gonna tap your booty to the ground and then lift your booty right back up to the ceiling. So think about keeping that left leg vertical. And then as you come up, you're reaching your left toes to the ceiling, trying to poke a hole into the ceiling with your left leg. Hip bones are level, so as you lower your booty, lift your booty. Make sure your hips are staying on the same plane together, moving together down and up. You're digging into that right heel. You're squeezing that right butt cheek. You got this, you guys. Let's go for 5. Exhale, squeeze, lift it up. For 4. Last 3, leveling out those hip bones, pressing into those arms for 2. Press the back of your head down. Last one, hold it up there. We're just going to do a little pulse. Down 1 inch, up 1 inch. Again, you're pressing into that right heel. You're squeezing that right booty cheek, leveling out those hip bones. Use your arms for support. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to flip over onto all fours. Okay, we're still working that right leg. Reach it straight back behind you. Lift that leg. Tap your toes down. Exhale, squeeze that booty to lift. Inhale, tap that leg down. Lift up and tap it down. So think about leveling your hips again here. Make sure your right hip is not popping up as that leg comes up. Your back is not arching. You're not letting that belly button drop to the ground. Keep pulling your belly button up into your spine. We're going to go for 5. You got this, you guys. 4. Last 3. We're holding that leg up in 2. Okay, last one. Hold it lifted. Square off your hips and just pulse that leg. Reach through those toes. Squeeze that booty right where the hamstring and the glute connect. Shoulders at ears for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your leg lifted. We're going to bring the left forearm down. Open your hips a little bit towards me. And then from there, you're going to reach your right toes across behind you towards the left side of your mat. And then you're going to lift that right leg at a diagonal out towards your phone or towards me. So right toes cross behind you, tap the floor on the left side of your mat, squeeze that right side glute, reach that leg at a diagonal, slightly over and up towards the right side of your mat. So you're drawing a little diagonal line. Tap it back and over to the left, reach it up and over to the right, back and over to the left, up and over to the right. So a little bit of oblique work here as we finish off that booty set. Woo. Steady your pelvis. Do not let it swing left and right. Just move that leg. Do not move your whole body. Keep that spine stable. Now, if you're feeling your left leg, press into your right hand on the floor a little bit more. Go 3, 2 more. Last one. Hold that leg up and back behind you. Bend your knee towards that right elbow. And then squeeze your booty. Reach it behind you and slightly over to the left. So you feel that extra squeeze in your booty. Crunch that right side a little bit. As you bring that knee to that elbow, squeeze your right rib to your right hip. And then open that side back up. As you reach that leg out, squeeze that side booty on the right. Bend it in, crunch it, and then reach it back out. Awesome. Awesome job, you guys. Again, if you're feeling your left leg, your stabilizing leg, put some more weight into your right hand, but relax that right shoulder out of that ear. Let the right glute get all the work here. We're gonna hit the left a little bit later. Let's go for 3. Reach it back. For 2. Okay, last one here, you guys. And then we do it again from the top. So lie down on your back. Ooh, towel off if you need to. I'm sweaty. All the way down. Let's go back into that bridge. Tuck your hips. Lift your booty. Left leg to the ceiling. You tap your butt down. Lift back up. Tap it down. Lift it up. Press the back of your head into the mat. We're still working that right leg. We're just doing it second set here, second time through. So press that right heel into the floor. Press the back of your arms into the floor. Open up your chest. It's the foot that's on the floor, that leg that's getting the work. So your leg that's got the ballas, that foot should be on the floor. Squeeze that booty cheek for 3. Exhale, level out those hips. Lift up for 2. Last one, hold it up, little tiny pulse. Down 1 inch, up 1 inch. Dig that right heel into the floor. Squeeze that booty. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll yourself back up. Come back onto all fours. Second set here. Right leg reaches back. Little lift and lower. Up and down. Keep that belly button pulled into your spine. Make sure you're not arching your back. Ooh, squeeze that booty. We got it, you guys. Press that chest away from the ground. Collarbones wide. We're going to hold that leg up on this next one. Hold it and pulse it. Squeeze. Little squeezes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left elbow down. Cross that right leg a little bit over to the left. And then lift it at that diagonal up and over to the right. Cross it back and lift it up. Stabilize your pelvis. Keep your abs squeezing in nice and tight. Press into that right hand. Relax that right shoulder out of that ear. 5. Burn it out, you guys. 4. You got it. Belly button to spine. 3, 2. Last one. Reach that leg right back behind you. Bend that elbow or that knee towards that elbow. And then squeeze that leg up and slightly back to the left. So again, you're finding that little bit of a diagonal. Squeezing that side booty on the right. Bend it in, reach it out. Let's go for 5. Ooh, I guess we're going on a little Lizzo walk here. 4. Last 3, a little bit of side abs on the right side. A little oblique crunch. Last one, reach it back. And then we got that whole set. One more time, lie down on your back. Ooh. Last time on that right side, you guys. Lift those hips up. Keep your right foot on the ground. Left leg to the sky. Tap your butt. Lift it. Tap it. Lift it. Open the chest. Squeeze the back of that leg. Collarbones wide. Belly button into spine. Keep those abs engaged. Protect your back. Level your hips. Let's do 3, 2. Hold it up on 1 and let's pulse it out. Little squeezes into the back of that right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. One more time. You're on all fours. Right leg is reaching back. Little squeeze up and down. Right into that smile line. Right where the hamstring and the glute connect. Careful not to arch your back. Do not kick that leg. No frantic, out of control movements, right? You want to keep that belly button pulled in. Keep that right hip down. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Hold that leg up on 1 and then let's pulse it out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Draw that navel in a little bit deeper. We got one more set. We're going to drop that left elbow in 3, in 2, and 1. Left elbow down. Cross that leg back and over to the left. Lift it up and over to the right. Draw that diagonal. Open your hips a little bit towards me, but do not dump your weight into that left elbow. Press into that right hand. Release that right shoulder out of that ear. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Last one. Bend that knee towards that elbow. Reach it slightly back to the left. So again, you're focusing on the side booty on this exercise. Crunching that right side waist as you bend. Squeezing that right side booty as you extend. Let's go 4. This is it for that right leg. You guys finish it off. 3. Last 2. And last one. Woo. Okay, come on down. I like to sit cross-legged just for a second to open up the hips. And while you are there, you can switch those ball legs, one or both. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. Onto your left ankle, because we got to get that left butt cheek. You guys, you're almost done with class. Go ahead, towel off if you need to. Let's lie down on that back. And then just so that your spine gets a little bit of a reset before we keep going, let's articulate that spine. Feet are hip distance parallel. Tuck your hips. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Open your chest, but knit those ribs. And then articulate your spine. Right back down, one bone at a time. Smooth out any sticky spots in your back. 2 more times. Roll up into that bridge. Press into your heels, squeeze your booty, and then roll it right back down. Okay, last one. We roll up into that bridge. We're holding it at the top. Keep your hips level. Keep your left foot on the ground. Right leg to the ceiling. Both hip bones drop down. You tap your booty, and then you squeeze that left butt cheek to lift back up. Poking that hole in the ceiling with that right foot. Reach up there. Press the back of your head into your mat. Chin off the chest. Press the back of your shoulder heads into the mat as well. Collarbones wide. Let's squeeze the back of that left leg. Inner thighs are hugging inwards. Do not let the knees open up to the sides of the room. Let's go for 3. Belly pulled in tight for 2. Protect your back. Last one, hold it up. Give me that little tiny pulse. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Pressing into that left heel, squeezing the back of that left leg. We're just evening you guys out here. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Let's come onto all fours. Left leg this time reaches back. Square off your hips. Open your chest. Lift that leg and tap it back down. Squeeze that booty to lift and lower with control. Make sure that you are not letting your belly drop to the ground as the leg comes up. You're keeping that belly pulled in. You're keeping your back nice and flat. Ooh, collarbones still wide, even though your chest is facing the ground. Do not start to hunch your shoulders to the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Fire up those back muscles. Let's hold that leg up and pulse. Little squeezes. Okay, you guys kind of know what's coming up here. Let's burn out that left booty cheek in 3, 2, 1. Come down just onto the right elbow. Open your hips a little bit towards me. Reach those left toes slightly back to the right, and then reach up and across to the left. So draw that diagonal with your left foot. Down and to the right, up and to the left. Press into your left hand on the mat. You do not want to dump your weight into the right elbow, because you'll start to feel that right butt cheek working. And we already worked it. We want to work the left. Let's go 5 more like this. 1 more move on this set. 2 more here. Reach. Last one. Hold that leg lifted. Reach it slightly behind you to the right. Bend that knee towards that elbow. Crunch that left side waist. And then reach it back. Bend it in. And reach it slightly back to the right. So a little crunch. And then really open it up. A little crunch. Squeeze that booty as you open it up. Shoulders at ears, especially that left shoulder. Press into that left hand. Do not dump into that right elbow. Let's go 3. We got our second set in 2. Last one here. Flip right back over onto your back. Whew. Good job, you guys. Right leg up to the ceiling. Hips are up. Tap your booty. Press it back up. Poke that hole into the ceiling. Level out your hips. Abs are in tight. Use your arms for power. Press those arms into that mat. Make sure your left inner thigh is turned on. That knee is not opening up to the left. Hug it in towards your midline for 3. Last 2. Hold it up on 1. Give me that little tiny pulse here. Dig into that left heel. Squeeze that booty cheek. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come on up onto all fours. Flatten out that back. Left leg reaches back. Lift that leg, lower that leg. Draw that belly button in. Do not let it drop down. As you lift the leg, it's not a kick, it's not momentum. Squeeze the booty. Reach those toes back. Find some length. Let's go for 4. We are almost done, you guys. Hang on. In 3. In 2. Hold that leg up on 1. Little pulses. Lift. Lift. Draw the belly up. Press the ground away. Lift your chest away from the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right elbow comes down. Open your hips a little bit to me. Reach those toes back and to the right. Up and to the left. Back and to the right. Up and to the left. So this is a little bit of sneaky oblique work. You want to steady your pelvis as you move that leg. You do not swing your hips. Keep pressing into that left hand. Work that left leg, not the right side. Let's go for 4. Draw your belly button away from your waistband. Last 2. Last one, you guys. Hold that leg lifted. Reach it back. Bend the knee towards the elbow. Reach it back and over to the right. Bend it. And then reach it. Open that chest. Ooh, squeeze those shoulder blades. Squeeze that side booty on the left and crunch that left oblique as you bend that knee for 4. We got one more set in 3. Hang on, you guys. 2. Okay, last one here. Go ahead, come all the way down. This is it. Last little bit for the booty. Come back up into that bridge. Right leg to the ceiling. Tap your booty. Lift it up. This is it. Hug that left knee in towards your midline. Find that left big toe. Inner thigh squeezes. Dig into the heel. Squeeze the back of that leg. 4 more. Level those hip bones. Abs are in tight. Press with those arms. 2 more. You got it, you guys. Last one. Hold it up. Let's pulse it out. Last time here. Make it count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. And then flip yourself over. All 4s. This is it. Lift and lower. Belly away from the ground. Lift and lower. Squeeze that booty. Press your chest up away from the ground. Last 4. Squeeze that tush. For 3. Last 2. Hold that leg lifted on 1. Let's pulse it out. Okay, you guys, onto that right forearm for the last time in 3, 2, 1. Right elbow down. Open your hips a little bit. Cross that leg back and over to the right, up and over to the left. Steady your pelvis. Squeeze your abs. Draw your navel into your spine. Open your chest. Relax that left shoulder away from that ear, but keep pressing into that left hand. For 4. Last 3. Last 2, make sure your tailbone is not swinging. Last 1, reach that leg slightly back to the right. Bend that knee, crunch that left oblique. Reach it back, bend it in, reach it back. This is it, you guys. Woo. Last 5, 4, squeeze that booty as the leg extends. 3, last 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it all the way down. Take off your ballas. All right, we're gonna finish real quick with a little bit of back extension. Come down onto your belly. Go ahead and place your hands under your forehead, elbows wide. You're just gonna lift the chest, keep your toes on the ground, and lower back down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Last 3. Last 2, elbows wide, belly button away from the ground. Last 1, hold it up, extend your arms, squeeze your booty, lift your legs, and let's go for a swim. You can flip your palms to face each other, or your palms can face the ground, but keep your shoulders plugged into your back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back down. Second set, toes on the ground. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift, elbows wide, belly button away from the ground. Exhale, lower. Last 2. Inhale, lift, squeeze your back muscles. Exhale, lower. Last 1, squeeze those shoulder blades, reach those arms, squeeze that booty, lift those legs, swim it out. Try to get your belly button off the ground, make that little space underneath your navel. 5, lengthen your neck. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last set, you guys, drop your toes, legs are heavy. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Just for 3, collarbones wider, make them smile. Last 2. Okay, last time here. Lift up, extend the arms, lift your legs. Let's swim to finish. This is it for 10, 9, 8, belly button away from the ground. 5, shoulders out ears. 3, 2, and 1. Press back. Woo, child's pose. And then come up onto those feet, pedal out those legs. little downward facing dog. Let those heels come down. Press your chest towards your thighs. Let's walk those hands all the way back to the toes. Let your head hang heavy. And then exhale, round your back. Restack your spine. Ah, come up. Shoulders out of those ears. Oh my God, I'm sweating. You guys are done. You killed that.